South Florida, good Friday morning. If you're just joining us and you haven't heard, we are tracking the tropics. Remember that disturbance I told you about that we watched since the beginning of the week? Well, the outer bands have been bringing us downpours since yesterday afternoon, and we have seen that the system is trying to get its act together. We have Air Force Reserve out there indicating to us that as of 5 a.m. the winds are at 40 miles per hour. Pressure 1,003 millibars is moving northeast at 6 miles per hour. Regardless of development with the system, even though they are expecting the system to become a tropical storm later today, it'll be named Tropical Storm Alex. I want you to pay attention that we are under a tropical storm warning for Broward, Miami-Dade, and the Keys, even though you can see we're not even in the projected path. I know you've already felt it. I know a lot of you had to drive in it yesterday. We've already been dealing with the bands of the system. They're well displaced from the center of circulation, and they're well into Cuba, the Florida Straits, Florida Keys, and starting to creep into Broward and Miami-Dade. So again, I don't want you to focus just on the forecast projected path with this system because the effects are being felt well away from the center of circulation. Though it looks as though the timeline of the system should move through just north of West Palm Beach, possibly around Saturday afternoon. Again, we're going to start to see a deluge of showers and storms. Prolonged rainfall is expected by this afternoon into tonight and tomorrow. That puts us under that tropical storm warning, and we have that flood watch in effect. What does a tropical storm warning mean? It means we are expected to have tropical storm conditions, winds of 39 miles per hour to 73 miles per hour expected in the next 36 hours. And some areas in the Keys are already seeing winds gusting in the 30s in these storms. As for rainfall totals, we're expecting an additional 4 to 8 inches, possibly a foot of rain in some isolated areas once everything is said and done. As of right now, we're seeing a little break from the rain in downtown Miami, but down by the Keys, the storms continue, and we've got those winds already gusting in the 20s. Here's the downpours we're seeing. Much in the way of the rainfall is now moving in towards Port Everglades, I-95 Davie. We've got a shield of storms from Weston on I-95 all the way to the beach. Fort Lauderdale, get ready. Broward Boulevard about to see these downpours, but at least we're seeing a nice break by Hollywood. Surfside, you've got a downpour, a little break right over 5th Street, but more rain, actually heavy downpours from Pinecrest to Coral Gables into Brickell, about to move into your area, the Upper Keys as well. So it's all a big rain factor with this system. You can see this cloud cover, our visible cloud cover showing that. And you know, the damage is already done. We don't need any more rain. Look at this. We received almost 5 inches of rain in Sunrise, Weston, down towards Pembroke Pines and Miramar, over 2.5 inches yesterday. Add another 4 to 8 to possibly a foot of rain. You know what that means. You know your community. You know you need to worry about flooding. Accompanied with the flooding is the winds. You can see our forecast model projects the winds gusting in the 30s by this afternoon for the Keys, possibly even the 40s by tonight. Miami-Dade and Broward, our winds will start to gust a little later as the bands approach going into tonight and into tomorrow morning. So we're talking an all-day rain event going into the next 24 to 48 hours. Worst of the weather this morning starting to creep in from the Keys to Miami-Dade. And then tonight, Broward County, heavy rain, gusty winds, flash flooding, definitely a possibility. Saturday morning, blustery bands of heavy downpours. With those winds involved, you'll definitely notice it. And then by Saturday evening, all is quiet, will dry out nicely. But again, the damage is done. We're expecting anywhere between 5 to possibly 8 more inches of rain in the forecast, possibly a foot once everything is said and done. So let's be prepared for it the next 24 hours. I'm happy to tell you by Sunday it's going to be beautiful, though it's going to be hot, as you see a high of 91 degrees come Sunday afternoon.